Hi, I'm Rebecca Tegtmeyer, Associate Professor at Michigan State University and a member of the Design Educators Steering Committee. Given our sudden and extreme circumstances, I think our community of design educators needs to shift in ways that connect us even more. We clearly aren't lone educators, given the huge number of participants in this summit. So how can we best band together through this time? And what are things we can do to not reinvent the wheels already in motion, but rather empower the unique skill sets we each have? I see this as an opportunity to rethink our pedagogies from a collective perspective, and I look forward to what comes next.
As a community, design educators need to make a much more concerted and conscious effort to move away from the peripheries of the institutions whose students we serve. Instead, we need to move in ways that allow us to work across the very disparate communities at those institutions. If we can do that effectively, we're going to be taken much more seriously by all of our colleagues as scholars and researchers and contributors to positive change.
It's no longer enough to simply say you are not a racist designer. You must prove it through action. To be an anti-racist is an active, concerted effort. The days of comfortable white apathy are over.
Our communities have become more aware of things on a system level, and as a result, we'll start to change those systems and see the impact on a community level where things will be more localized, inclusive, and distributed.
For me, the shift to look at research would be to move to plural to singular. Maybe not look at communities as a specific, look at community. Bring in people together, form collaboration, bring in knowledge together, make it a singular identity.
Our community must shift to put virtual first, designing events and conferences and communications in a digital environment.
In terms of how I think we should be shifting our community as designers, I think it's really important for us to consider who is encouraged to design, how are they being empowered and supported, and whether we are doing enough to explore all the different facets of design that the world has to offer us.
It seems to me that people are really rethinking how they live, work, and play. And so under these circumstances, I feel like this could be a catalyst for some really interesting and creative new work for developing our communities and especially our public shared spaces.
Our communities must embrace diversity and inclusion, not exclusion. The whole is better than its parts.
I think our community must shift to include a more diverse range of voices and experiences. As design educators, it's up to us to advocate for those that have been historically underrepresented in the design industry and in our design classrooms.
My name is Amy Fidler, and I'm a graphic design educator from Bowling Green State University and outgoing chair of AIGA DC. And when I think the most about shifting, I think about how much my career has shifted over the years, and I wonder where it's heading with what's happening now. And the best thing that I can think of that we give to each other during this period of time is to shift our expectations for what success can look like, and better yet, what it should look like, and how to find that for ourselves and for our students in ways that have maximal impact without creating guilt and without creating a culture of comparison. Academia is so good at that. Do not put on, or do not compare, put on blinders, and do the work that's right for you and encourage other people to do the same in yourselves and for your students.